Okay, first off, please don't kill me. Hey guys, Mickey Crazy here, and I'm so sorry it's been forever. I'm really not going to try to make a bunch of excuses for you guys because I know it's annoying when I say I'm going to do something and I don't, but I mean, honestly, I have been trying to fit YouTube into my life right now. I've been kind of like juggling a new job and so many other things in my life right now, and I love YouTube, but it is not my full-time job yet as much as I wish it was, and right now I just have to kind of fit it into my regular life, but I'm just trying to figure out also how to not stress out over making a video. Okay, now I'm going to take my glasses off because there's a bad glare. So sorry if my makeup isn't perfect. So today is really just an update for you guys that actually care about what's going on in my life, because I know a lot of you have seen my previous video about find joy in anything. That video was kind of depressing, and this one is not going to be that way. And for those of you who have not seen my find joy in anything video, that video was basically like a little vlog, and it was kind of my rant on how I was getting through my breakup with my ex-fiance Brandon, and at that time I was really depressed and I was just showing y'all another side of me. It was vulnerable, it was kind of sad, and I get embarrassed honestly sometimes when I think of all of y'all that have seen it, because I don't want that to be my channel. I don't want my channel to be a big depression thing, you know, and an old pity me kind of story. In fact, that's kind of the reason for this, is just to give y'all an update to show you what all has happened since that video, because my life is not that depressing. It's really not. But shockingly enough, yes, I do have a job and I have other things that do add stress into my life, but like any other person, I hope, I try to find, you know, happiness and joy and, you know, whatever I can throughout my day and throughout life, because you cannot just go through life depressed and sad all the time. You have to find joy in anything. Just like that other video said, that was the whole purpose of that video. As depressing as it was, my basic point then and now is that you just have to find joy in anything. So basically, it's been months. I know it's been over 6 months since that breakup with Brandon. It was like in October, and I know in that video I told y'all then that I did not know if we could ever get back together, but I knew we at least needed time apart to grow up and learn from our mistakes. And but since that video, Brandon has already moved on. He's actually already engaged again to another girl, so, you know, congrats to him, and he's obviously moved on a lot better than me. I'm over Brandon, but I am not ready for another relationship. I feel like I have to grow as a person and really just, I don't know, move on in my own way and in my own time. And right now I'm just focused on being independent, because I feel like honestly at this point I'm more ready to become my own person. Because before Brandon, and I'm sure a lot of other girls were like this, and I'm just not ashamed to say it, I was pretty desperate. I was 21 and never had a boyfriend, and honestly I was just looking for love on every corner and just like ready to get that lovey-dovey feeling going on, and you know, I was just ready to find love. And when Brandon came along, that just kind of fit exactly what I wanted, but we just did not work out. And I'm not going to say that it was all on him. I'm not going to say it was all on me. It was both of us just not really being ready to really take care of each other, or I don't think either one of us was really prepared for that relationship. It was just both of us weren't really dedicating all that we could dedicate to each other. I mean, when you go into a relationship, especially when you're expecting to marry each other, you really have to commit. I mean, you can't just say, you know, oh, I want him to do this for me, I want him to do that for me. You really have to give yourself too. And it works both ways, and I think that's a lot of reason why we just did not work out. And at that point when we did break up, I felt like it was just hopeless, you know, like what is the point of my life anymore? Because I honestly thought, you know, that's all I ever wanted, and that's kind of what I said in my other video too. But I have realized that I can live without a man, I can be happy without a man, and that's another thing I wanted to tell y'all too, is that I have found happiness in other ways. I've even made guy friends, not boyfriends, just friends to hang out with. There's been a few other guys that were getting over breakups the same way I was, and we were just like, I don't really need a boyfriend or a girlfriend or anything really. I just want someone to hang out with to get me out of this depressing house and help me move on. And they did, and I had found great friends with that, and that's really been a big step in helping move on, because I've just realized, you know, there are other people out there besides just Brandon. That's another thing I should, you know, mention. If y'all do go into a relationship, or if you're in one right now, don't commit all of your time to that one person, because that was another mistake I made. And I completely realize that now, is that I did not need to dedicate all of my time to Brandon. You need to make time for other friends and make a life for yourself besides just that person, because if you do that, you're going to drive each other crazy. And I mean, you might be able to handle it better than we did, but I personally feel like that had a lot to do with why we could not work out, because we were just completely all about each other 24/7. There was no other life for me but Brandon. And so of course when me and Brandon broke up, I thought, what life can I have now, because he was all I had, you know. So you need to find friends, you know, a life besides just your boyfriend. It's kind of crazy when you do that. But as far as job-wise, since Brandon, God gave me like a perfect job at that time. It was a shoe store. It was called Shoe Show, and it was perfect for me at that time, because it was just part-time. It was just a few hours a week, and at that time I was so depressed. I don't think I could have really committed to a full-time job, because it was really all I could do to get out of the house at all, much less commit to a full-time job. So at that time, that was kind of perfect, and it was a good Christian environment. So I really feel like God just handed that job to me to, if anything, also help me get over Brandon, because it was just getting me out of the house and helping me forget all of that depression. And then after that, I got a little deli job that was like in the kitchen, and I was just like, you know, working the grill and stuff, and you know, working just like a normal person. And then of course that didn't really work out either, and God blessed me with another job right now, which is at a place called Amiradile, and it's a telemarketing company, which isn't as great as it sounds. I mean, telemarketing is about what you think it would be. I mean, there's a lot of angry people that you end up calling, and you know, you get a lot of, you know, stress throughout the day. But the good place about where I work, and I feel like that's why God sent me here, is that it's full-time. It's given me great benefits, but more than anything, the people around me are so nice and so awesome. And I think you need that more than anything when you're in a working environment, because honestly, I'm at work more than I'm at home, because you know, it's a full-time job. And when you're at a place for that long, you just need to have a good environment, you know, and the people here are just so nice and awesome. I just really feel like God sent me to this place too. So as stressful as this job can be, it's just like any other job. Every job is stressful. So I still feel like God is blessing me every day, and that's why I'm so grateful. But as you can see, of course, that has a lot to do with why I haven't been able to upload YouTube videos more frequently, because, you know, figuring out how to fit that into my life can be stressful at times, and I don't want YouTube to be stressful. I want it to be my fun hobby on the side, because right now it isn't my full-time job. As much as I wish it was, it's not right now. It's just something I do for fun. It's just my thing on the side to do, and I love to do it because y'all have been interacting with me more and more, and I'm trying to interact with you more and more, and I feel a relationship building here, and that's what I want. You know, and if anything, I want to help any other girls that are going through what I went through. If anyone has seen that video, and if it brightens their day and they're just like, oh God, that's exactly what I'm going through, I'm not alone, and that touches me. Like, seriously, if I can touch just one other girl that was going through the same pain that I was going through, because everyone was just like, oh, it's a breakup, it's not that big of a deal. For me, that was huge, because that was my first boyfriend, my first love, and I was going to marry him, and that was very depressing. I mean, that was almost like a death to me, because saying goodbye to him and never seeing him again, that broke me. So I know there's got to be other girls going through that. So I hope you can see this and see me now. This is me over 6 months later, and I feel like I'm a completely different person, and I'm glad of that, and I don't regret the relationship with Brandon at all. I feel really stupid. I feel like it was really just a stupid relationship. I mean, from beginning to end, it was just very stupid, but it was needed. Like, I needed that just to get those lovey-dovey feelings out of me, so I know what love feels like. I know what it feels like to be held and kissed. I know what all that feels like. I'm not curious about it anymore. And I feel like that made me into a woman. Like, I just transformed from girl to woman because of him, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, I'm not looking sound like a little girl because, I mean, as y'all can see, I look 15. That's never going to change, but as far as I feel like a woman now, and that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Brandon. And I did grow up, and I matured, and I'm learning from my mistakes. That's what's important. Like, I'm not just bouncing from him to another guy without thinking, you know. That's why I'm just like, I'm gonna wait, gonna let myself grow a little more, just get a little more mature, because now I see what I really need to commit to when I commit to a relationship, you know. Because like I said, you have to give your all to a relationship for it to work, because I mean, there's sacrifices and joys and everything. I mean, it comes with good, bad, and the ugly, and you just have to be willing to take it all. And I wasn't ready for that. I thought I was, but I wasn't. And that's why I'm just telling y'all too, if you're going through that and you're realizing that, you're not alone. I'm here with you. And if you ever need anyone to talk to, I've said it before and I'm saying it now, I'm not just one of those YouTubers that is out of reach and you cannot talk to. I am here. You can message me. I'm on Facebook. I'm here on YouTube. I'm trying to even reply to a lot of these comments now because, again, I'm trying to interact with you guys more. So yeah, feel free to message me. I will comment back. We can, you know, have a big old discussion together, just vent. If you want to just let it out, you know, if you've got no one else to talk to. Honestly, that's another thing I want to say. If it wasn't for my sister Sarah, I love her to death. If it wasn't for her and my mama just talking to me and just sitting there while I just bawled it all out, you know, and just let out all of that stress and that depression. If I didn't have them to let it out on, honestly, I probably wouldn't be here right now, like just changing and like becoming a different person, because you have to let it out. You have to have someone to talk to, and if you have no one else, you have me, okay? So I just want to let y'all know that, because I don't want anyone else going through that and going through it alone, because I can't imagine if I went through that alone. So I want to be that friend for you if you need it, and my light is dying on me, so I guess that's my cue to end this, because I could probably rant forever anyways. But yeah, that's gonna be it. That's all my video is about today. It's just a quick update just to let y'all know I'm no longer depressed over the whole breakup. Me and Brandon are never getting back together, so none of y'all have to worry about that. And as far as future, I don't really know what is in my future. My dream would be I just want to reach 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. I am currently at 7,000 right now. And, you know, that's a big goal for me. I mean, I don't even have to reach 1 million. That, to me, if I reached 500,000, I'd be like, yes, I did it, you know. But that starts here. That starts with you, and that starts with me interacting with you and not just being some distant person. And, you know, that's my dream. I don't have too big of dreams. My only dream is here, because I love this. I love talking to you guys, and it's my stress reliever, and it's, you know, y'all are like my therapist. I get to just talk to y'all. But yeah, anyways, I got to end this. But alright, well, again, I really love you guys. I hope y'all are having a great day, and thank you for being so patient with me. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great day, and comment below, subscribe right there for me. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.